Real Madrid, meanwhile, they could only manage a 0-0 draw against Malaga at the weekend, and everyone's talking about Cristiano Ronaldo and the fact that he had 14 shots, didn't find the back of the net once. You could point to the fact that, yes, he scored 5 goals this season. However, all 5 of those goals came in just one game, which means that he hasn't scored in 5 other matches.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, in terms of the consistency of contribution to Real Madrid, it would be far better if those 5 goals were 5 different games with 1 goal in each of them. There's no doubt that Ronaldo is not quite settling into the way that Real Madrid are playing this season. It's not quite working for him. At the weekend, he had lots of chances, a couple of them very, very good chances. The others more kind of half chances. And I think it is something that's worth debating. We talked about this, didn't we, on the show, what was it, 3 weeks ago, I think it was a Friday night, and we said, well, look, tomorrow night he'll score a hat-trick, and all this talk about crisis will go out the window. But even then we were saying, but that shouldn't blind us to an underlying trend, which is that there are some issues to be resolved about what exactly his role is, how Benitez finds the right place for him within that role, and whether he is comfortable and happy about that. And I think we are seeing signs that this isn't to say he'll probably go and score 40 goals this season, but there are signs that it's not quite right at the moment.
Is it position, or has he peaked, Sid?
Well, I mean, I personally think, I mean, if we're going to look at peaked in physical terms, I think there was an element of that already, and I think he was already evolving into a number 9. Look at his goals last season, and I apologise, I don't have the stats in front of me, but I'd be willing to bet that 85% of his goals last year were scored with a single touch. Him arriving into the area and finishing off. He wasn't going at people and going past people and shooting from distance or running into the area on his own as much as he'd done in previous years. And I suspect that's because this is a very aware athlete, and a guy that was aware, I think, of his increasing limitations. Now, I know it sounds ridiculous to talk about limitations when we're talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, but I think he was aware of that. So I think the evolution was happening anyway. And I think what Benitez is trying to do is find the best way of fitting Ronaldo into that and try and make him a bit of a number 9. But of course, Ronaldo still wants the freedom to go out to the left when he can, drift in when he wants, and not be in the box waiting, rather be arriving in the box just